Now, before we begin this sermon, I have to tell you, when I move around, many a times, Henry decides that he wants to be in a different position. So there's Henry, he's eyeballing this little tree right here. So I may turn around and just attach Henry to the big tree on top. Not sure yet, but that's kind of where we might be going. And you got your little fisherman here. Isn't life grand? And this is what my meditation looks like in the evenings. Very pretty and serene. And as usual, the Chinese astrology sign Water Rabbit, you must have tranquility, peace, and serenity in order to center self. And let us begin. In a modern world, presented by Unispherical Muse, LLC. Each day unfolds into a new day, new way, new me in Kosher motif. It's funny how life on the existence of Earth helps us see the differences that each and every person, place, and thing has. And if you're a very creative person like me, then you see the synchronicity in everything. Back in the day, I wrote many books, because when you go to college, that's what you do. You write books and you then publish them. And that's what I did. Why are you going to collect your college papers on your shelf or just throw them away, and then the shelf, they collect dust? So turn it into a book. That's what life's about. And that is what I did. Well, now I'm back updating for my books that I published in 2012. So right now I'm printing out forms so I can do copyrights through the Library of Congress, all that good jazz. And then you find the lovely world of publishers and all that jazz. So yeah, it's a lot of work. So in the meantime, I listen to music, and I listen to worldwide music, like some psych-bent chill. I really don't like prog, progressive. It's too fast. Maybe when I'm 10 years old. But as you get older, you want it to actually mean something. You want the meat of the situation, not just skimming over the surface. That's called superficial. Bore me now, all right? I want the meat, the heart of the matter. What is that person energy and ionic energy vibrating when they're creating this music? This is what I feel. Now imagine in your world you lose your eyesight. What you going to do? Were you practicing all this time like I do? If I lost my eyesight, how would I know how to get around? Well, you better understand the layout of your environment in order to adapt before something happens, right? You're prepared. And then you don't go all psychosis. Trauma, drama. Who needs it? Trauma, anything that happens, a cold or a death, and that's trauma. Drama is what emotions are you attaching to that? All right? That is your trauma drama. So, in order to create less havoc in your life, you're going to release the trauma drama before it even happens, because you're prepared. Now, many years ago, when I'm doing my deal called Gangmore, Alright, now, Gangmore is 15-foot wingspan, 11 blades, 4-wheel drive, and hydraulics. Yeah, it's heavy equipment mowing. I have 22 schools. I mow the acreages of, softball, baseball, football, the whole 9 yards, alright? So I do acreages every day, mowing. I'm just on my deal, my little mower is called, this is my trusty steed. Alright, so I'm just cruising around. It's not the little baby riding mower that you find in like Forrest Gump, please. It's 3 times the size of that bad boy, alright? Get out of the little baby riding mowers and let's get into the real deal. I want the heart and the meat of the matter. Okay? Alright? Now, as I'm doing my deal in my gang mowing, I got my earbuds on, cruising along, bumping to the beats, and we're going to do a psych trance, psych bent, that is psychedelic ambient, psych bent. Alright, you get the motif. Alright, so I live on SoundCloud. I want some bumping beats. You act locally, think globally. So yeah, I listen to music from around the world. And it's actually very interesting, the music from Polish music. Like Polish Ambassador, he's one of my faves, alright? So you're bumping your beats, you're doing your deal, and you're gang mowing. And life is fantastic as you watch the clouds and everything form around you. As I swear, I think I'm clocking 30 miles an hour when I'm mowing. All right, let's get that speed bumping. I want to be the #1 gang mower racer nationwide, like NASCAR, you know what I'm saying? So I just pull in a little pit and 5 little men jump out, change my tires. I'm going to wear the little outfit like NASCAR. I've been wanting to be a gang mower racer for 30 years now. Still waiting for that association to pop up because there's association for little baby riding mowers. But this is heavy equipment. I want the big boy toys. So when that association pops up, hopefully it'll be before I'm 80 years old. I am, and I will be, the #1 gang mower nationwide. I'm wearing those little NASCAR outfits. How cute, right? Heavy equipment, baby. So I mentioned it many, many times to different coworkers, and they said, yes, you are, because I've actually got a speeding ticket on my mower. Can you believe that crap? Yeah, you know, some people at work are brown nosers and want to earn those brownie points, so they have to tattle on you and gossip, and so it makes them look good, and in reality it makes them look like idiots. So the guy goes and tells the boss, yo, she's speeding. Excuse me, it's 5:15 in the morning. What kid in their right mind is going to be on a sports field playing out there in the dark? Are you kidding me? So I'm cruising along from one field to another. Just finished a junior high. I'm bumping over into a high school, and you can go 2-wheel drive, and that's when you're just zooming across, you're not mowing. Then 4-wheel drive is it kicks in the hydraulics, and boom, your blades kick up, and hey, life is good, and it's all humming, and it takes 2 car batteries to operate this bad boy, all right? So I'm cruising along, and the coworker slows down to watch me, then tells the boss, and then I get wrote out for unsafe conditions. Okay, and who in their right mind is out there playing in the dark at 5:15 a.m.? Seriously? Yeah. So watch out you don't get a speeding ticket on your gang mower. So while I'm out cruising around one day, I'm mowing and do my happy deal. 3 days in a row, I get this word pop in my head, Deuteronomy. I'm like, okay, well, by the 3rd day, now I'm getting irritated. What the freak does this mean? So I asked a coworker, and he said it's inside the Bible. So I read the Bible, and that particular part was the 10 Commandments. Okay, so now I know what's that deal, right? So along the years roll by, things will pop in my head because it's from the spirit realm. Today, as I'm making copies, I'm printing, trying to find the forms to be able to do copyright on my books again that I published back in 2015, and I'm going to do it again this year because I had a little more stuff. And then, of course, it's DEFCON. Okay, well, I've heard the word, but who knows what that means? So I got to Google that, and there's 5 levels of DEFCON. And that's where the United States of America goes on high alert because the war is coming. All right. Well, you know, good for y'all. Okay? Now, bottom line is that I get the messages from the spirit realms. I then pass the information on to whoever is listening, and people that don't listen, well, that's your deal, man. My deal is put it on the table. Y'all are aware, and this is the facts. I can hear things 5 years in advance, and then I would tell my mom something she needs in 5 years from now. She's not listening because she doesn't comprehend that she's going to need it. And 5 years down the road, then she's like, guess what happened? And I said, well, yeah, yo. I told you that 5 years ago. Where were you? All right? So I tell people things they're going to need in their future. And I can tell you by looking at a picture of who you're dating, who you're going to marry, their personality. Like, are they an alcoholic, a gambler, whatever. You can see all this stuff because you see the ionic energy that is a vibrational vibration of rhythmic rhythms. And this ion is your aura, which is your color. What color is in these 7 chakras? In the physical body of being, well, in reality, you have 28 chakras because you have 4 bodies of being. Mind, body, emotion, spirit, all right? So I could see this ionic energy, what level of vibration by the color that is illuminating from the human being, person, place, or thing. So I can see it from, I don't know, a glass jar, a tree, whatever. I can see because I read it with my third eye chakra. I'm reading your energy. So now today's word is DEFCON. Okay, well, I told y'all already that there's going to be war in 2025. It's nothing new. Only if y'all don't listen, it's new. But if y'all listen, then you would understand. Yeah, it's going to happen. Why is it going to happen? Because the higher-ups need to be on their high horse of their ego of who is in charge. You got the 3 worlds. You got Russia, China, United States. You got the 3 worlds. Okay, well, y'all have fun with that. You know, boys and their toys. Y'all have fun with that. And when you're done playing this stupid game called war, it's a 3-letter word. 3 letters is actually trilogy. 3 of something in anything is trilogy. Hello, hello. Wake up. Smell the roses, baby cake. These are facts, and this is the way it is. Now, you go along with this little party called fear, aggression, sadness, depression. That is the first chakra. What is the first chakra? It is the auric zone of red, and that is your ionic energy. It's your vibrational vibration that you are vibrating red. Everything in your environment, because that red is technically a chemical compound, and everything in your environment is picking up that chemical compound, will then bounce off of that entity and bounce back at you. So you are receiving your red back. Hey, isn't life lovely? It's called the boomerang effect. What is the boomerang effect? Karma, baby. Yeah, yo. All right? Catch the kosher motif. All right? Now, so we see that trying to do copyright papers. At the same time, I get messages from the spirit realm because I'm listening to meditation music, which then brings in the higher-ups in the 4D, 4th dimension spirit realms, all enlightening duties of past, present, future. It's pretty simple stuff when you've been doing it since, let's see, I started writing about it since 2002, so it's pretty much same old song and dance. Okay, what's the same old song and dance today as it was in yesteryear? Because history always repeats. What is mythology? Mythology is human history. History always repeats. It just comes in a different flavor and color. All right? And the different flavors are, what energy are you spitting out through your aura, which is through the portals of the chakra? What are you spitting out? That's your extrovert. Your introvert is, what are you receiving? Well, you get to choose that. A lot of times things will come along and it's like, seriously? Do you really need to invade my space? Oh my goodness. So I just let it go in and right back out, you know. Let it go, let it float. Let it go, let it float. And then you sing it. Let it go, let it flow. Let it go, let it flow. And guess what? That is your mantra. Alright? You got a mantra. Is the first word spoken by God. So you're doing an mantra. So you got a mantra in your meridian. You're releasing the ionic energy. You're releasing the chemical compounds, because if you keep them, that means that you decided it is you. You are now owning it. And you're owning that toxic energy. Why would you do that to yourself? How does that make any sense whatsoever? Now, prepare yourself by what it is that you need to accomplish in personal growth. You recognize it, you see it, you understand it, and then you, 4 quadrants, seek, find, conquer, move on. Seek what it is you don't understand, find what it is you don't understand, conquer the fear of not knowing, and now you understand, and then you move on. The 4 quadrants of understanding. Get with the program. The program is called Kosher Motif, Growing in Personal Growth. Now, today is a beautiful, lovely day. And of course it's cloudy and rainy, but it's a beautiful day because it's a new day, new way. New me in Kosher Motif. This is what you repeat to yourself when you're looking in the mirror. And you say, I like you. Next day you say, hey, I want to be like you. Next day you say, I am like you. 4th day comes up, however long it takes, you're looking in the mirror and you say, yeah, I love you. You are what's happening. You are my inspiration. You are building self-esteem, self-worth, self-respect, and that is called self-love. Yo. Catch the drift? Catch it now. Grow in personal growth and understand what it is that you are creating. It's not hard. It's really not. It's not rocket science. It's logic. Logic is the 4th dimension. That is the center point of your T, which is your 3rd eye chakra that activates your DMT in your pituitary pineal gland. Why? Because you are seeing it and you are making it happen. And that is what life is all about. And life is love. Love is life. Blessings from Reverend Dr. Juanita Lewis, DDIB, PhD. I am a metaphysician, non-drug practitioner, alternative doctor. And that is your prescription for today. New day, new way, new me in Kosher Motif. That is your prescription for you to raise your vibrational vibration of rhythmic rhythms and sing that happy tune. New day, new way in Kosher Motif. Don't you just love it? Life is grand. Hey.